Today is about you and how we can save tax for your company. Whenever I get a new client, there's certain things that I run through them. It's almost like a financial health assessment that I do with all our clients. So then the second thing I always look at, especially if the client do have a lot of employees, is the employment tax incentive. And again, massive tax saver for especially for small business owners. Um, that if you just start as well and you need to start to employ a few people, um, you can actually get a massive tax saving from the employment tax incentive, or in short, the ETI. So again, let's first look at the requirements, and if you can actually identify that in your business, it's a serious thing to consider to implement in your tax. This is actually part of the pay as you earn. So all this calculation, which I will also explain in a moment, um, will always be declared on your pay as you earn return, on your monthly pay as you earn return, your MP201, that you declare declare and pay on the 7th of every month. Right. So the very important for employers are that they need to be tax compliant. I think that's we've seen through all the debt relief funds as well as we've done. Employers always need to be tax compliant. This is very important, and it's a continuous basis. So it's not tax compliant that's previously, like previous years or a few years back, you used to get a tax clearance certificate, which was valid for 12 months. But these days, it's a continuous system that look at your compliance status. So you can be compliant today, but if you don't submit your income tax or provisional tax or any zero return for that matter, you won't be compliant. So that's very important for the employer itself. The employees is working between a scale of ages between 19 and 29. Salaries must be between 2,000 or 6.5. Well, in this case, in most cases, the minimum wage are 2,500 rand. So, but the salary need to be between the 2,000 rand and 6,500 rand, and the employee must have a valid ID. So, very important, can't be old employees. It must be the new employees that you, especially a new business that you just employed, you can actually get the benefit from them. The benefit works as follows. It's a tax incentive for over a two-year period where you receive the full benefit in the first year and only the half of the benefit in the second year. And on average, you receive roughly 1,000 rand per employee in an actual tax incentive. So how will it work? You have 3 employees that both qualify for ETI, and let's say both all 3 of them do have 1,000 rand um, um, deduction that you can make for them. So then you have basically 1,000 rand times 3 employees, 3,000. It's a 3,000 rand pay as you earn incentive that you receive as a credit for that month. So if you had to pay on all your various employees pay as you earn of, let's call it 10,000 rand, then before you pay over the 10,000 rand to SARS, you can actually deduct the 3,000 rand SARS ETIs from that amount, and you actually only pay over SARS 7,000 rand. So on the one end, you deducted the pay as you earn from the employee, and obviously pay them the net amount. And at the other end of the 7th of the month, that pay as you earn that you've deducted from them, you need to pay over to SARS, but you can deduct these employee ETIs, employment tax incentives. You can deduct that from that pay as you earn that you've deducted from the employees. So very great benefit, and I've seen a lot of our clients receive a lot of ETIs back, at least in the form of saving. Not necessarily that you receive the actual ETIs back in your pocket, in the sense of actual cash, but the net effect, that amounts that you actually receive from pay as you earn, and the net effect from the tax credits, in effect, you actually receive the money every month on the 7th. So that's a very, very important point. So these first 2 points are in my opinion, the two crucial items that I need to discuss with each client um, right in the first meeting that we have. Huge tax savings from the start go, and surprisingly enough, a lot of people don't know this. We also always assume, especially as accountants, we always assume that the client do know the employment tax incentives and they do know the small business corporation and the benefits of that. But rarely, when I meet with clients, I actually know about that. And so, very important from my side, always to do that. Small business corporation, make sure the requirements are met and make sure they are actually getting the benefit on their tax return, and also the employment tax incentives, very important.
Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder to grab your gift pack for entrepreneurs in the link below. It's a gift pack for entrepreneurs to the value of 57,000 Rand, free of charge. All you need to do is activate it. Part of that gift pack for entrepreneurs is a voucher of 3 months for 3 months free accounting services from a company, Dryk Holdings. All you need to do is activate the gift pack voucher in the link below, and we will be in contact with you as soon as you've done that. Thank you for watching, and back to the interview.